In this tutorial, I will show you how you can implement the feature inheritance in object-oriented PHP. Inheritance is one of the important features of any object-oriented programming in which a new class is created by inheriting the feature of another class. So, in inheritance, we will have a parent class and a child class. In PHP, extend keyword is used to create a new class by inheriting another class. The syntax of the inheritance is after the class keyword, the class name is the new class name that will be created by inheriting the old class name. So this is the child class or subclass or derived class, and old class is called the parent class, superclass or base class. And now I will explain the concept of inheritance by using some simple example. First example is the use of simple inheritance. So open any code editor and create the file with this code. I will store the file under htdocs.php and creating a new folder inherit. And I will give the file name i1.php. Okay, our file is created. First of all, uh, here first class name or parent class name is employee. That contains two parameter name and department, and a method named setData that will initialize the properties with some default value. And the child class name is executive, and it is the inherited class, and it is created by inheriting the employee class that is defined before, and this is the child class or derived class. In the child class, there is a property designation. So when a new class is created by inheriting a base class, then all the property and methods are also accessible from the child class or child class objects. So this class will now contain the parent class property and its own property. And it has its own method. The method name is ShowDetails, and that will print the property values of the child class and parent class. After the class declaration at the end of the script, first the object of child class is created and the name of the object is OBJEMP, and executive is the name of the child class. So using this object you can access all properties of child and parent class and the methods. And so when it is calling the set data, then set data is the method of parent class that is defined here. It will initialize the value of these properties $name and $department. And when the show detail method is called, which is the method of child class, that will check all the values are initialized properly or not, name, designation, and department. And if all the values are defined, then it will print these values. And designation is already assigned here, marketing executive, and these values will be initialized when the set data is called. Now I will execute this code. And if I run this script, then it will print all the property values of child and parent class. Here designation is come from the child class, and name and department are come from parent class that are initialized here. In this way, you can create a simple child class by inheriting a parent class. Now I will go to the example 2 of this tutorial. Inheritance with method overriding. That means if the parent class and child class contains a method of the same name, then that is called method overriding. In that case, when you create the object of the child class, then it will get priority, and the method of child class will get the priority. So first of all, I will create the file with this script. And I will save the file first with i2.php. And here, in the same way, two classes are created. One parent class is employee, and that has two properties, and it contains a constructor that will initialize these properties, name and development, and the method show details that will bring the properties of the parent class. And the child class, which is executive, that contains a property designation with a value, and it contains the same name method show details that also exist in parent class show details, and it will print the own property and the parent's property values. So here two types of object is created. One is the object of parent class, and another object is created for child class. When the object of parent class is created, then it will call the show details method of parent class. Uh, and when the object of executive class is created and show detail method is called, then it will call its own method, not the parent's method. In this way, method overriding works. I will now run the script to see the output. So first time it is showing only the property values of the parent class, and second time it is showing both the parents and child class property. In this way you can declare same name method in both parent and child class. Now I will go over the example 3, which is called parent constructor inside child constructor. For this, you have just used the parent keyword to call the parent constructor from the child constructor. Here, you can see the employee class has a constructor, has a default constructor double underscore construct that will initialize the property values with the constructor parameter, and the child class also has a constructor with four parameters, and it will first call the parent constructor like this: parent double colon underscore construct, and with the two parameters, because parent class constructor has two parameters. And after initializing the value, it will initialize own property values. And parent child class has a method named show details that will print all the values of child and parent class properties. Here, the object is created for the child class constructor, and child class constructor has four parameters. So here four values are given. First three are string value, and last one is numeric value, and it indicates the salary that is used here inside the child class. When the object is created, then it will initialize the four properties of the child's and parents classes. And when the showDetail method, which is the method of child class, is called, then it will print all these values. First, I will save this script and execute it. i3.php. And now I will execute it. Here you can see the four values are printed here, and the main purpose of this script is to show how you can call the parent class constructor from the child class constructor. Now I will go for the example 4 and the last example of this tutorial, that is implementing hierarchical inheritance. That means hierarchical inheritance means grandparent, parent, and child. That means after one inheritance, you can create a new class from the second class. If I examine this code, here class 1 is the parent and class 2 is created by inheriting the class 1 and class 3 is created by inheriting the class 2. This type of inheritance is called hierarchical inheritance. Class 1 contains a method show method 1, class 2 contains show method 2, class 3 contains show method 3. So when you create an object of class 3, then all the property and method of class 1 and class 2 are accessible by this object. So here using this object, three methods of these three classes got. This hierarchical inheritance will print the output from three methods, and I will show you the output by saving the file with r4.php. Then you can see it is the parent class, which is printed from here with red color. It is the child class, which is printed from class 2, which is green color, and it is the grandchild, which is printed from the class 3, and the color is blue. In this way, you can create hierarchical inheritance in your script if required. I think the basic concept of inheritance in PHP is clear now for the viewer. Thank you for watching.